When you were a kid, summer felt like it lasted forever. Now, an entire year disappears before you even realize it's gone. It's not because time is moving faster. It's because your brain has completely changed the way it experiences time. And once you understand why, you'll never think about your own life the same way again. Here's the strange part. Nothing about the clock has changed. A year is still 365 days exactly like it was when you were 7. But somewhere along the way, your brain started measuring those days completely differently, and it never told you it was doing it. To a 5-year-old, 1 year is 20% of their entire life. To you, right now, that same year might only be 2% of everything you've lived through. Same 365 days, wildly different weight. But even that's not the real answer. It's just the first clue. The actual explanation is stranger than math. Your brain doesn't track time at all. It tracks newness. Every new experience gets stamped into memory in detail. Anything familiar barely gets logged. But that's still not the whole picture. So try this. What were you doing exactly 1 year ago today? Take a second. Struggling? Most people are. Now ask a 7-year-old what they did last summer. They'll talk for 10 minutes straight in vivid detail. Same amount of time, two completely different memories. Think about your last work week. Same alarm, same coffee, same route. Your brain looked at all of it and basically shrugged because none of it was new. Now think about being 7, when literally everything was new. First day of school, first best friend, first time getting in trouble. Your brain was working overtime back then, recording almost everything because it had never seen any of it before. Which raises an uncomfortable question. If your brain only bothers to remember what's new, and this week already happened 40 times before, what exactly is it going to remember about this entire year? Neuroscientist David Eagleman actually tested this. He had people relive the exact same experience over and over, then guess how much time had passed. Every person underestimated it. Their brains weren't confused. They genuinely believed less time had gone by because less memory had been built to measure it with. Less newness, less time. That's the whole trick. Now here's where it gets personal. Remember your last vacation? Not the boring parts. The wrong turn you took. The food you'd never tried. The moment you got a little lost. Researchers have found that a single unpredictable week like that can feel longer in memory than 3 untouched months back home. Not because more time actually passed, because your brain was finally paying attention again. Which means something surprising. The years quietly disappearing from your life right now aren't actually gone. They're not missing. They were just never written down. Blank pages, not deleted ones. And here's the part that stings a little. If you live next year exactly like this one, same alarm, same coffee, same everything, it will vanish just as fast. Maybe faster. Your brain will file it away almost empty, the same way it filed away the year before. But here's what almost nobody tells you. You can't slow down a clock. Nobody can. But you can absolutely slow down how a year feels. One new route to work. One uncomfortable conversation. One thing you've genuinely never tried. Small disruptions force your brain to start paying attention again, and attention is the only thing that ever made time feel slow in the first place. Here's the part that should really stop you. Ironically, the older you get, the faster life feels, unless you deliberately give your brain something new to remember. Your age was never the real problem, your routine was. So the years were never actually speeding up on you. They were just starting to look identical to each other, until your brain stopped bothering to record any of them. And the moment you break that pattern, even slightly, time stretches back out, the exact same way it did back when you were 7 and everything still felt brand new. So let me ask you, what's one thing you could do this month that you've genuinely never done before?